Are we just smaller versions of a bigger home? Are you the rivers in your veins and mine, the flakes that become snow?
Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back. Today I'm going to take you through my evening routine, so my night routine after my work day. If you're new to my channel, my name is Poppy. I work from home. I am a freelance video editor and I also pour a lot of work and love in this channel as well. So that means that I'm mostly editing throughout my day, and if I'm not editing, I am probably filming a video. So I'm finishing off my tea and I am about to start my evening routine. My evening routine starts around 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. It depends, but I'm going to be completely honest. There are some days that I start work later, so that means that I also finish my work later. Being a freelancer and being your own boss, let's say, has its benefits. I can start working whenever I want, but if I start work later in the day, that means that I'm also going to finish work later in the day. So there are some days that I might finish work at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Sometimes I might end work even later than that. I know, very late. This is not something that I prefer to do and I try to avoid it because my ideal time to finish work is around 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., somewhere around that time. So the first thing that I do as soon as I finish work is to change into my activewear and work out. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. I don't work out in the mornings. I always work out later in the day, and specifically as soon as I finish work, that's when my brain knows that it's time to change into my activewear and start working out. That's what works for me. That's when I have the most energy. I know that working out after your work is not ideal for a lot of people because they don't have that much energy and they prefer to work out in the mornings. But I am completely the opposite. I feel like in the mornings I don't have as much of energy in comparison to 5 p.m., 6 p.m. and when I'm done with work. Plus I have been sitting all day, so my body really needs that movement. It craves that movement. Most days when I finish work, I feel so stiff. I can feel it in my body that sitting all these hours is not good for me. I do try to stand up during my day and maybe do a couple of quick chores or maybe to just do a quick walk around the block. But some days this is not something that I can actually do because I feel like I have too much on my plate, so I need to just focus, sit down and work for hours and hours, which is not the best for my body. So doing my workout after I'm done with work is the perfect time for me. It feels the best for me and for my body. But obviously for some other people, maybe for you, working out in the morning is something that just is better for you and it works better for you. So with that being said, I will just finish my tea very quickly and I will just change into my activewear to work out. Alright, I am about to hop into the shower. I'm going to do a body shower. I'm not going to wash my hair. It's not a hair wash day today. I will wash my hair tomorrow. But before I hop into the shower, I'm going to do my dry brushing, which I do about once or twice a week. And I always do it before a shower. And I also wanted to show you the shower gel that I have been using for a little while now. It's such a small bottle, but it smells amazing. It was part of a little gift set set with body lotion, hand cream, lotion, and a little candle, which I also have here in my bathroom. I never light up candles because I don't want to smell them. They're not very good for our health, but I can just sniff it like this every now and then, you know, like a weirdo. But I just keep it there next to the mirror. I think it looks cute. But the shower gel that I have been using is this one from Rituals. And the scent is the Ritual of Sakura, and it smells amazing. I used to have another shower gel from Rituals. The bottle was red and I was loving that smell as well. It was incredible, but this smells phenomenal as well. I don't know what it is about Rituals shower gels, but they just feel so nice and luxurious on the skin, and I feel like I am at the spa or something, even though I have never been to a spa. But I'm guessing that's how it would feel if I would go to a spa for a massage with oils and stuff. It smells amazing. So this is a little recommendation if you have been wanting to try out maybe a new shower gel. If you're bored of your old one, this one smells amazing. And obviously you can find a bigger bottle than that. This is just the small one. All right, time to dry brush, and then I will catch up with you after my shower. It's still a bit early to wear PJs, so I wore this hoodie and I also wore a pair of black leggings, so I'm nice and comfortable. I also haven't done my skincare yet. I will do it a bit later with you, but I just remembered that I didn't do something that I had to do for a video, so I'm going to open up my laptop for a few minutes again to do that thing that I forgot, and then I promise I will turn it off and just start relaxing. But I cannot believe that I forgot to do that. This happens when you don't write things down. I had created a to-do list for today and I didn't write that thing down, and you see, I just forgot about it. That's why I should write everything down. Whenever something comes into my mind, I need to write it down. Otherwise, it is quite possible that I will just forget about it. So let's finish that thing off, that little task, and then it's time to prepare dinner. For tonight's dinner, I'm going to prepare something that I'm not really crazy about. I think I have mentioned that in previous videos. I'm going to make a lentil soup, which is very healthy, but it's definitely not one of my favorite meals. We haven't eaten that food for a while now, so I need to make it. I cannot just eat chicken every single day. That's not healthy for my gut. Our guts need to be fed with different types of food, and we cannot repeatedly eat the same thing over and over again, because that will take a toll on our health. It's not only about the gains, you know, it's not only about looking fit and snatched and toned, it's also about being healthy on the inside. So lentil soup it is for tonight. All right, I need to stop rambling and finish that little task off right now. Alright, the lentils are boiling. I am pretty sure you can hear the noise that is coming from the kitchen. I really hope you can't, though. But while I'm waiting for the dinner to be done, I wanted to give you a couple of reading updates. If you're not a reader, if you don't care about books, you can of course skip ahead. You don't need to watch this part, even though it would be great if you did. But if you don't like books, That's totally fine. So book update number 1, I was reading Surrounded by Idiots by Thomas Erickson, and in the beginning I was enjoying the book, but then I got further along into it and it started feeling a bit, not boring, but it was just making me feel tired, if you know what I mean. It was just not that interesting to me anymore. And one thing about me is that if I start reading a book and I am further along into it, like a good few chapters into it, and I still don't enjoy it, or if I suddenly just don't enjoy it, I will stop reading it. Listen, life is too small to read books that are not amazing, that are not really good, that are not just, at least keeping us interested. So that's what happened with that book. I was 50% into it and I stopped reading it. I DNF'd it because I just didn't feel like moving any further into it. And I started reading Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. This is one book that I have been wanting to read for months now. I've had this book for a few months now, and it's finally the time for me to start reading this book. I am still pretty much at the start of the book. I have read this much so far. I'm currently in chapter 7, and so far this book just feels like a good Kazuo Ishiguro book. I have also read Clara and the Sun from this author, which was not my favorite from him, but I have also read The Remains of the Day by Kazuo Ishiguro, and it was incredible. And this book just gives me that feeling that The Remains of the Day gave me. Not that the plot is similar, not at all, but it's just the writing of the author. It feels like I'm reading something familiar. It's just the way that this author is writing. So this book is narrated by Kathy, I think that's her name, yes, Kathy H. She's currently 31 years old and she has started narrating her past and present moments. She used to be a student at a specific school that is called Helsham School, and apparently that school is only for special children. They have some special abilities, I think, to my understanding. I'm not really that far into the book, but there's also something mysterious going on in that school and something is off. I haven't understood yet exactly what is off with that school, but what I have understood is that these children that are going to this school, Helsham School, they are just locked in there and they have no contact with the outside world. They have no clue what is going on at the outside world. I don't want to jinx it, but I just feel like this is going to be a 5-star read. I don't know, it's still very early to tell. Also, they have filmed a movie based on this book. I have never watched it, but I also know that Never Let Me Go is a lot of people's favorite book from Kazuo Ishiguro. So I am very excited to continue reading. I will definitely read more tonight. And now let's talk about the third book in the Actor series that I'm currently listening to, A Court of Wings and Ruin. I'm actually listening to this book on Patreon. There is this account called The Reading Hag, and of course there is a small amount that you gotta pay in order to enroll into Patreon and be able to listen to the audiobook. But I personally think that it is so worth it because this girl is doing such an excellent job narrating the books, and she's just using very nice ambience and music and noises at the background to make the scenes more realistic, to make you feel like you are present with the characters. It just feels amazing. She's doing a phenomenal job and I feel like I need to give her a shout out. So The Reading Hag on Patreon. If you want to listen to these books, I definitely encourage you to check her out because I think that her narration is better than the standard regular narration that you can listen to in other audiobooks. I think she's doing an excellent job. So, Court of Wings and Ruin, I'm loving it so far very much. It's definitely not as amazing as A Court of Mist and Fury, which was the second book in this series. But who am I kidding? I feel like all of these books are going to be like 5 stars for me. Okay, the first one was 4 stars, but I think that all the rest are going to be 5 stars. I'm currently in chapter 61 and I think that this book has, what, 80 chapters? 82? I cannot really remember. But I am slowly but surely reaching the end of this book and honestly, I cannot wait to read the rest of them. But yeah, that's my reading update for now. If you watched that part of this vlog, thank you very much. That means that you are a reader, a person who loves books. And for that very reason, I would love to know what you are currently reading. Are you reading a book currently? What was the last book you read and gave it 5 stars? Let me know in the comments. I'm always on the lookout for new books. And I think it's time to go have a look at the lentils because I don't want to burn them. Alright, time to do my skincare. And of course, I need my headband. I will take my glasses off now and I won't be able to see anything. Everything is a blurry picture now. Am I in frame? Is my camera filming? Is everything on point? We don't know. Step number 1, washing my hands. Step number 2, I will take off my makeup, my face makeup. I will take it off with some micellar water. I will take off my mascara and eyeshadow though with this cleanser. And then I will cleanse my skin twice with this cleanser by La Roche-Posay. And I'm going to moisturize with this moisturizer. And I think that tonight I'm also going to use some retinol cream under my eyes. Alright, I am all done with my skincare. Glasses are back on, I can see again, and I am ready to go make myself a little tea. I'm feeling like making a spearmint tea tonight, so let's go to the kitchen and make a little tea, and I'll probably also read a few pages of my book.
Don't wait for me, honey. Don't wait. 'Cause I'm always heading your way. And I know exactly what I'm looking for. And as we grow, I'll keep running till I can no more. You'll always be the one I want at midnight.
All that's left for me to do to complete my night routine is to brush my teeth, put on my retainers, and braid my hair, and I'm ready for bed. I know that a lot of us focus on our morning routines and we try to perfect our morning routines and to have all these nice and healthy habits during the mornings in order to start our days in a good way. And that's amazing. I do believe that we should all do that. But I feel like a lot of people neglect their night routines. In order for you to have a good morning routine, to just wake up on the good side of the bed, let's say, you need to have a good night routine. If we don't relax from the night before, and if we don't have some good healthy habits from the night before, we won't have the best good quality sleep, and that is definitely going to affect us the next day. So that's why I believe that night routines are equally important. And your night routine doesn't have to look like mine. Mine doesn't look exactly like other people's. Definitely don't feel bad if your night routine doesn't look exactly like the night routines that you see online. We're not all the same. Yes, humans are very similar, but we're not all the same. You might be at a different chapter in your life. I might be at a different one. Maybe you're a mom, maybe you're a student. Maybe you have to wake up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. to get to your office. You might need to commute for 40 minutes, 1 hour. It just depends. We're not all the same. So I do encourage you to have a good night routine, but you're going to be the one who will decide what habits exactly are going to work the best for you. This is what a regular night in my life looks like. These are all the steps that I follow and the things that I do in order to just relax, unwind, and get ready for bed to get that good quality sleep that will help me feel energized and ready for the next day. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye friends!
Oh girl, it must be you again. You have gone straight to my head. Take the pill